Hey guys, Team Guyanese Gamer coming here for you. I'm putting together a combo video. I know we usually do deck profiles, so it's time that I show you how to do some of these crazy combos that we've been coming up with. So today we're coming with 60 card Dark Heroes. We're going to end with the Dark Link U-board with a Dark Law. So let's get to it. We'll shuffle up real fast. We will have a deck profile coming to you as well after. So just so you guys know exactly everything that we're playing to be able to do these combos. So this hand, just a normal standard hand that we have for our Dark Link. This deck revolves around using Armageddonite as much as possible. So we'll go ahead and start with the combo. With this one, we're going to go ahead and play Rhoda.
Actually, this one was in place of...
We always want a starter to be able to get going. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab our junk forward. The first and like the main goal of this is to make an assault right away. So we're going to special the junk forward, and then we're going to normal the Dark Grepher, and then we're going to use the Dark Grepher's effect to discard. We'll discard Shadow Mist, and we're going to send a Dark Monster from deck to grave. We're going to go ahead and send that Mally right away, just so we have plays in case we get interrupted. This deck is really good at playing through interruptions. When you send the Shadow Mist, you want to make sure not to use the effect when it's sent to grave, unless you hard draw the mass change. Being able to have the mass change at the end is important to get that search off. So we're going to send the Mally, and we're going to go ahead and link right away. I'll put the graveyard over a little bit. We're going to link into our normal Isolde play. We'll use the effect to add. We're usually just going to add a card that we're not going to use in our combo that can be discarded off a Gumblar later. And then we're going to use the effect to send. We play 5 equipped spells, so usually we like to keep DDR in our deck. Unless we draw one of the 5, which we did, we drew the Living Fossil, so we're going to discard the other 4 that are left in deck. 1, 2, 3, 4 to the graveyard. And we're going to summon out our Armageddonite. And we're going to use our Armageddonite's effect to send a Dark Monster from our deck to grave. What do we got here? So we are going to send our Silent Boots. Then we can banish our Silent Boots and add our trap card that special summons. And then we're going to go ahead and use our Mally's effect, banish the Mally from our graveyard, summon a Mally out. And then we're going to make our link play. We're going to go right into our Summon Sorceress. And then we're going to use our Sorceress effect since we have a Warrior out. We're going to start the Gouki engine of the deck. I like to start with Octo. Octo is the most important because it's the level 1. So we're going to summon out the Octo Stretch. Then we're going to go ahead and make our Link 2. This can be done 2 different ways depending on which way you like to end. Personally, I like ending on a Phoenix, so I play 2 Phoenix. If you like ending on the Cerberus, you would switch everything over to the left-hand side, and you'd end with your Cerberus play over here. For me, I prefer a Phoenix so they can't break the U with attacks. So I'm going to make up my Nightmare Phoenix in the middle. And then we're going to trigger our Octo Stretch effect in grave. We're going to grab our next Gouki. Grab our Suprex. Then we're going to use our last Mally in grave. We're going to banish it. We're going to summon out our Mally. We're going to make our normal link plays here. We're like the Firewall. Alright. Before we link anymore, we gotta add our Phoenix Blade back. So we add the blade back by banishing the Soul and then the third Mally that doesn't do us any good in grave. So we'll banish our Mally and our Soul. Add the blade back, and then we'll send the Phoenix Blade to the grave. The Nightmare Phoenix to grave, get our Mermaid. This is where we have to trigger both Mermaid and Firewall. So we have to make Mermaid 1, Firewall 2, so we do get the special. So we'll discard the blade, we'll special out our Gouki Suprex. And we will summon out our Ibli. This combo is also possible of doing even when we draw your Ibli. You just have to be careful of the order of which you play your cards, and you have to not activate your Mermaid, obviously. So we're going to special out our Ibli, and then we draw a card off of our Mermaid being co-linked. Alright, so next what we're going to do is we're going to link 2 here. And we're going to make our Cerberus. This is where a big chain comes in. We have to make sure we make our Firewall as chain link 1 to summon. Then we're going to use chain link 2 as the Gouki's effect to add, and chain link 3 Ibli. So we're going to give them the Ibli. Where's the best to see it? We'll give them the Ibli. We are going to add off the Gouki. We'll add the Headbat. Then we are going to summon off the Firewall. We'll summon out the Headbat. Then we can set our Phantom Knight's trap and activate it since we have no traps in grave. Then we can make our link 2 into our Proxy Dragon. So again, we got a big chain here, so we have to have our chain link 1 as our Firewall to summon. Chain link 2 will be our Headbat effect to add, and chain link 3, we're going to make our Firewall effect to add back 3 monsters since they're co-linked. Because they're co-linked, we need to be careful of the ones that we're going to add back. We always have to add the Shadow Mist back to hand. That's how we're going to get our mass change. We're going to add back our Octo Stretch in case we needed to use to make the Link Karibo. And then finally we have to always add back our Armageddon Knight. So add back our 3. Then we're going to search off of our Headbat. We'll grab our important rematch to finish our combo later on. And then we will summon out the Armageddon Knight. And then we'll use the Armageddon Knight's effect to send. We'll send our Destrudo to grave. Then we can pay half of our life to summon out Destrudo by targeting Armageddon Knight. And then we can make a Synchro 7 play. Destrudo returns back to bottom to summon out our Yazi. Then we can use our Yazi effect, target itself, and the Ibli that we gave them. And then when Yazi's destroyed and sent to grave, it summons out a worm-type monster from our deck. We're going to summon our Mare from deck. For those who don't know, Mare, it makes a level 1 token by reducing its level, and it can do it 3 times in 1 turn. So we'll use this effect the first time here. Make us a Mare token. Then we're going to go ahead and make our Link 3 play into our Nightmare Unicorn. And we're going to make us 1 more token here. And then we can use Mare and the Cerberus to make a Link 3. In this combo, we didn't need the 3rd token. Sometimes you will, sometimes you won't. to make our Tri-Gate. When our Nightmare Cerberus is sent to grave, it triggers our firewall that it was connected to. So we're going to go ahead and summon out the Octo. We will link away our 1 and make our Link Karibo. So we have our full U board here. And then we're going to use the Octo and the Unicorn to make Gumblar. Since Gumblar is mandatory, we skip out on the firewall effect. It's a special. And we're just going to go right into Gumblar because it's co-linked. It makes them discard 2 cards. Once they've discarded 2 cards, we activate our Gouki rematch, and we summon back our 2 Goukis in defense mode, and we link those into a Nightmare Phoenix. It's a little hard to see with the blur. Nightmare Phoenix. So now we have the live Tri-Gate, and then we trigger our firewall again. We're going to summon out our Shadow Mist, and finally activate our Shadow Mist effect to add our mass change to hand. So we have a full hand of 5 cards. And we have our end board. We have our U-Lock, we have them discarded too. We have our live Tri-Gate. And we have it where we're connected with the Phoenix, so we can't have our U broken by battle. Now we're going to set our, finally ending with setting mass change at any other card. So in this hand, I might set the Living Fossil for a turn 2 play. Otherwise, if we don't care about discarding it, we'll set it. And then we will finish with banishing 2 more warriors from our graveyard to add back our Divine Blade to hand. So we do have our hand of 4 now, including our Ghost Spell. And then when we pass turn to our opponent, we activate the mass change, sending the Shadow Mist into Dark Law. Gumblar triggers as mandatory 1. Our Shadow Mist activates in grave as Chainlink 2 to add. Then we add Bion to hand, and then the Gumblar will discard 2 cards out of their hand, and we'll discard 2. Because we have Dark Law on our side of the field, their 2 cards will be banished. So your opponent will be playing with only 2 cards. You won't be able to have your co-linked monsters be destroyed by battle. You have a co-linked Tri-Gate for a negate. So this will be our ending board every time we play. Super good through hand traps. We play the field spell. We play Call by the Grave. Even if we do get interrupted, we're able to play through it. Just a lot of options, and so I hope you guys liked the video. Make sure to like and subscribe to Team Guy Needs Gamer. If you guys would like more of these videos, please comment and post what you guys are thinking. Thank you so much.